relationships are so important. Life doesn't end in 5 years, you guys. To leave the fear of failure behind. Didn't maintain relationships as I should have. Cannot do something because they do not feel that you'll be good at it. Only come back to haunt me a couple of times. People who are at the same place, at the same level, I am sorry, isn't always enough. Also, to become successful in their lives, you're in your prime health, but if you don't take care of it, it will only go downhills from there. Hi guys, welcome to another video. If it's your first time coming across my channel, if it's your first time seeing this pretty face, my name is Rachel Lekia and I am a content creator based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria. I hope that in as much as this is your first time here, it will definitely not be your last, okay? So please go through my channel, check out my other videos. If it's not your first time, hey girl, hey guy, thank you so much for returning. And to my new subscribers, thank you so much for joining my little YouTube family. Thank you so much, thank you. So I just wanted to give you guys a really warm welcome, but let's not get distracted, let's not get carried away, okay? We need to get down to business. So with no further ado, let's jump straight into the video, okay? So adulthood forces us to take new and difficult decisions, as well as introduce us to new people, new places, and new opportunities. It also makes us, question certain processes, society, ourselves, and sometimes even the purpose of existing in this world. So as we learn to accept ourselves, draw a path for ourselves, and work towards improving ourselves, we hit the 30s. So another decade has passed by, and by now you're completely accustomed to the process called adulting. So for most adults, their 30s is usually the time where they try to strike a balance between their personal and professional lives. So you see them starting families, buying their dream home, buying their dream cars, or even venturing into a business. This is probably the time where most adults actually begin to live and do what they've always wanted to do. So you have an entire life to live for others, and after a point of time, this actually becomes more of a responsibility than a choice. Meanwhile, your 20s are your selfish years. This is the time where you have entirely for yourself. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing a few things you can do in your 20s, in order to avoid regrets in your 30s and your 40s, okay? So my first advice would be to make a routine that actually includes exercise. Build the habit of eating healthy and exercising, you guys. Your body will thank you years later. So school life worked well for us because we actually had a set routine to follow. So your routine should include some time for your hobbies, learning new things, and exercising. So in your 20s, you're in your prime health, but if you don't take care of it, it will only go downhills from there. You might think you don't have time for exercise, but it is actually easier to inculcate this habit in your 20s than in your 30s and 40s. You all prioritize your health. Try to build a healthy lifestyle by limiting the intake of junk food, alcohol, smoking, and drugs, because this actually takes up a great toll upon your health when your age finally catches up. So at least limit the intake if it's impossible for you to live without all of this. On the other hand, increase the intake of fruits and vegetables, okay? So just like your physical health, your mental and emotional health are equally important. A lot of problems happen because we are not emotionally equipped to deal with them. We don't understand how we are supposed to respond to a given situation because we never gave time, to improve our emotional health. Know that when you're in your 20s, you don't have as much responsibilities as you will have in a few years. So utilize this time to work on your emotions and understand how you can deal with circumstances better, okay? So my second advice would be for you to build connections. Choose whom you spend your time with carefully because you would be the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I think many people usually confuse connections with friends, but that's not the case because our connections are not necessarily our friends. So it is very important to make connections because they make you more diversified. You can actually count on your network of people to assist you in identifying solutions or providing support when you face difficult circumstances, be it professional or personal. So the thing is, we learn from the people around us. So if you're among people who are at the same place, at the same level, then chances are, just like you, they are also trying to figure things out for themselves. So, trying to surround yourself with a mix of people from all age groups. The older ones would help you with their wisdom. The younger ones will teach you their zest. Your relationships are so important, so please don't take them for granted. More often than not, people think they need to focus on just one thing and hustle to become successful in their lives, so they start taking their relationships for granted in order to achieve success. People close to you will try their best to stick by your side, but you need to understand that they also have a threshold after which they won't be able to be there for you. So along with building your career, also build your relationships, because they are the ones who will stick with you when the goings get tough, okay? So for me, I have burned quite a few bridges and friendships. On its own, not the end of the world, but it has actually come back to haunt me a couple of times. And this is mostly in terms of career, so you all, please be careful. Don't take friendships for granted. Your friends are precious. I did not appreciate some of the ones I had, didn't maintain relationships as I should have, and generally regret the way I treated some people. Contrary to what we might have learned in kindergarten, I am sorry isn't always enough. So please do not be that girl, do not be that guy, okay? However, I am not saying you should keep negative people around. You don't need to keep negative people in your life. There are two kinds of negative people around us, and the first ones are usually identifiable. Their actions and their words make it very clear that they are negative. It's easy to identify them. But the second ones are a bit harder to identify, because these ones mask their negativity behind the veil of your betterment. A friend who keeps telling you that you cannot do something because they do not feel that you'll be good at it may sound like they are concerned, but in reality they are only limiting you. So let them lose. So my third advice to you would be for you to understand that you are not running out of time. Okay, let me repeat that. You are not running out of time. The hustle culture today will make you feel like you're running out of time, but you are not. Your 20s are for you to have experiences, make mistakes, and learn from those mistakes. So even if you're not hustling in a way that is portrayed online, on the social media, it's all right. Everyone has their own pace. Also, you need to understand that no one has it all figured out. It's completely okay if your 6 months, 1 year, or even 5 years plan don't work out the way you anticipated. It's okay. It's okay. Don't place unnecessary stress on yourself. Don't place unnecessary stress on yourself by believing that you should have everything set out. No, life isn't all about success. We win some, we lose some. You must realize that your 20s are all about figuring out in which direction you want to take your life in. It's perfectly okay if your 5-year plan don't pan out the way you hoped. Life doesn't end in 5 years, you guys. So alter your goals, set new expectations, and try again. Take a pause, but never give up. Okay? Additionally, stop self-rejecting. A lot of time you missed out on opportunities because you didn't think that you deserved them. For example, you did not apply for that job because you didn't think you were qualified enough, because you didn't think that you deserved it. Look, you need to stop rejecting yourself. If you never try, you would never know what you're worth. And this actually leads me to my fourth advice, which is to leave the fear of failure behind. Most often, the reason why most of us don't try new things or take chances is because we are scared of failure. Modern day society is not very accepting of failure. Everybody wants to succeed. It begins in school, when you're expected to be at the top of the class, get straight A's in uni, and land a job immediately after graduation. With this, it becomes quite challenging to break the norm and actually follow your heart. So what if it takes longer to achieve? So what if it takes multiple attempts to get through? It hardly matters how long it takes or how many attempts it took. What matters is that you followed your heart and did your best to make it work. The mere act of trying, proves that you dared to believe in yourself, and that matters a lot. So explore opportunities, be a risk taker, because you might not know what life throws us at unexpected moments. Okay, make lots of mistakes, as you can still fix nearly all of them, so long as you don't go too hard with them. Mistakes you should probably avoid are criminal ones and mistakes that seriously physically injures you. You will learn more from your mistakes than anything else, so make them in your 20s. Your 30s are for sorting it out. Take what you've learned, decide what you want, and pursue it with passion, baby. Follow that dream, chase that goal, okay? So in conclusion, guys, always know that change is an option, okay? Many people, including myself, start down a path and think that since I committed to that path, it's the only path for me. Don't get caught in that thought process. If a choice, be it career, your location, or perhaps relationship doesn't feel right down the road, always know that you can make a new one, okay? It may be uncomfortable at first, but you can make it through, and likely for the better. Everybody has regrets. You can't avoid them all. However, do things, take chances, and do not stagnate. Please do not stagnate, okay? So before I end this video, I also want to add that you need to polish your communication skills. This is imperative because it will affect you for a lifetime. Work on both your communicating and interpersonal skills. These are skills that you cannot learn from books alone. Interact with your neighbors and meet new people. Basically try to expand your social circle from time to time. Do not be timid, be confident, believe in yourself, believe that you can achieve whatever you set your heart to achieve, okay? So I hope you guys found this video helpful and I did not waste your time. If so, please give this video a big fat thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.